What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we are going to be drawing Nezuko in her demon form and her human form back to back. Okay, so use a pencil and an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. We have two characters in 3/4 pose. 3/4 pose means we have the face slightly turned away. So they're not sort of, it's not Nezuko facing straight, which is easiest, or profile, which is like second easiest. And then 3/4, which is like turned slightly. So hardest pose to do, so really take your time and use a pencil, definitely. Right, we are going to start with, we'll start with human Nezuko. Wasn't sure there for a second. So, right, so over this side, right, and we're going to start with their eyes. So we have one eye smaller than the other, right, when you're in 3/4 pose. Some people like to start with the face, and if you're one of those people, skip on, if you want, you can like skip through the video, draw the face first, come back and do the eyes. You can use these tutorials whatever way you want. I like to start with the eyes. I find it the best place to start, but that's just me. So we're going to start with our eye on the left. So big eye, small eye. We'll start with the big eye, which is on the left hand side. And we're going to curve a line for the eyebrow. Curve it down this way. And in Demon Slayer, the eyebrows are quite thick, and you can normally have like these spikes that stick off the ends. So I'm just like thickening it up. And Nezuko has like a big eyelash that sticks up here in the end, like that. And then you just color it in black. Right, so then her eye in Demon Slayer, it's kind of like it's not a circle, it's got like all these angles on it. So you just like go angle it down around, right? You just makes it easier for us, really. It's not like a perfect circle or anything, right? Kind of like that. And then inside we got the iris, and it's kind of like a diamond or something. It's got all these angles, right? And they're white inside, so you don't have to color. And then it's like purple, different shades of purple and stuff on the outside. So then the bottom eyelid comes around to there. And then we can just add some eyelashes sticking off the bottom. Now remember, if I go too fast, guys, just hit pause when I move my hand like this. And then this curves out. Like so. To there. Right, so then we have like eyelid lines and stuff around, right? So up here we got like an eyelid line going out and down that way. Might be some extra lines just there. And then the eyebrow line above, right? So a big curved line just coming down here. And then you can like thicken this up. It's mostly thick at the top, and it gets thinner as we go down to the bottom. Like that. Okay, so the other eye, so you're about eye width, I would say. Nearly, maybe can't quite fit an eye inside. Maybe like the width of her pupil, or her iris, should I say, the circle for her eye, will fit in between her two eyes. And the next eye will start about there. So, that's about the width you're going over. And this eye is going to be smaller, okay? This eyelash line, see the way it's smaller now? Because her head is in 3/4 pose. So you gotta make sure this one is smaller, or it won't make sense when you look at it. So it's just a smaller line, okay? You color it in dark black the same. And we add like a couple of spikes and some of the eyelash, the long eyelash line. Just there. And so her eye underneath, down again, sort of skinnier now, so it's smaller. It's more of an ellipse because it's turned away from us. You know, if you had something circular, do I have anything? No, I don't think I do. Oh, okay, this. So if you have something, if you're looking at something, so I take like the flashiest circular thing I have. So this is circular, but when you turn it this way, it gets skinnier, it becomes an ellipse, right? Same thing with an eye, okay? That's my pocket watch that I keep in front of me to keep time. Anyway, this comes around. So this circle is skinnier than this one. That's basically what I was trying to say. And it took me way too long. So then diamond, eye inside. Doesn't have to be a perfect diamond, you know, this one isn't. And then bottom eyelid, just here. And then spikes for eyelashes coming off. Like so. So then above here, because we're in 3/4, right? So we can see like a bit of the line just for the brow, you know, for the nose that will come down here. And then the eyebrow at the top, just there. It's much smaller now than the other one. Like so. And then a couple of eyelid lines just in here. Right? So then her nose. So her nose isn't like completely drawn in like you would expect. All we have is like some hatching just here on top. And then we have a curved sort of line here. And then a dot for a nostril there. And that's kind of all we have for the nose. Just there. Then just below that we have our mouth. So we do a straight line across. And then we will curve it down around. Up to there. And then we bring it across. Like so. And then around to there. For her tongue. And then that sort of shape that they have in Demon Slayer on their chins, just there. Right, so then the shape for the face. So we have basically her chin down here, right? Just underneath this. So it goes down and up, right? And we're going to have two different sides to the face because we're in 3/4 pose, okay? So what we got? What do we got? So we'll go up the side. This way, right? And we go around her cheek here. And then we go up her eye. And then it slightly bumps out and then back in around her brow. Up the side of her face. So you've a few sort of subtle curves there now. So it comes down around the brow, in, and then out for the cheek and back to the chin. Okay? So pause that, see if you can get that. I know it's quite tricky doing 3/4 faces. And then the rest of this comes up to the top of her head. Okay? And then we'll go up this side for the jaw. Like so. And her jaw will meet her ear, just here. So we got like the earlobe. And then this will go up around. Like so. Okay, so then inside here we got like ear lines. bones and ligaments and stuff inside. And then we have her hairline going the whole way around. So it's just like tied back, normal sort of hair. When she's a demon, of course it's not. So this comes around like so. Spiking, coming around her forehead. And then comes down the other side. Okay. Right, so she has hair curving out here. Hair curving out here. And then we have big bumping sort of lines for the rest of her hair coming out around like so, right? Because she's got that traditional sort of Japanese tied back hair look. Comes around like so. Coming around to all the way to her ear. Actually goes down behind her neck, and her neck is just here. So then there is some lines, you know, coming out from the way her hair is tied. Like this. And then we have another layer just back here. And there's just some ribbons sticking out like that. Okay, so her neck. So her neck curves out here, and we've got a bit of a shadow underneath her chin. Just there. And then her kimono, so her clothing, right? So we'll start back here, right? So we got like a collar. Comes down like so, and then this sort of crisscrosses with a white collar there, and then the other side of the white collar down like so, and then it joins the pink part down there, and then we have a pink and a brown sort of thing. So see, the pink one's quite small, so just here, a little bump, and then the brown, larger bump there, and then the brown comes down quite far, comes to her hand, and then the back comes down this way. And in Demon Slayer, sometimes, you know, you can thicken up the lines on the edges of the character. You know, they can be quite thick sometimes. But that's a personal choice, really. You don't have to do it. It's just the style of the anime sort of thing. Right, so then what do we got? So we got an arm coming across here. So just coming across here. Okay, so arm sort of comes across here. So, and then sleeve there. The sleeve line kind of comes back, and we have another fold line there, A longer fold line going back towards our elbow. And then another one sort of up here. Goes up along our chest. And then we've the seam. Like so. Right, so then the other side of her kimono comes down just there. And then her hand, so she's holding flowers on this side, right? So we got like her wrist comes out here. And then we'll bring it up. Down. That's her thumb. And then 4 fingers on this side, right? So across there. Down. So they're drawn quite delicately. So let's see. So we'll just go around for the top of the finger there. And then we meet the next finger. It goes down here, curves around there. Like another line goes down that way. There. Knuckle line. And then we'll bring these next finger this way. Just like little dashes and stuff. They're not like drawn in completely. And this comes down to there. Little finger there. Another fingernail. And then this comes down. And then, so you can't really see like the bottom of her fingers. It's just like her knee or something comes across here. Like that. And I know this finger looks quite big, but that's the way it is. Like so. And this here. So this knuckle. And then our other shoulder just comes down here. Like so. I don't like that fingernail. Just gonna change it. Hands are tricky. They always are. Okay, so she's holding flowers, right? Basically, so you just got to draw sort of flowers and grasses, right? So you just, whatever sort of way you like drawing flowers, but we'll draw them sort of simply. So these are all colored green and stuff, and there's purple flowers, yellow flowers. Lots of different types. And then like spiky grasses and things. And there's like a bulbous sort of one here. So I'm just sort of making this up as I go, kind of. So it's not much in the way of instruction. You're just sort of making them look leafy, grassy. You know, just something like that. Doesn't have to be spectacular. You're just going to color that green and those purple or that. So, and that should be enough. Right, so then her belt sort of comes across here. Green belt. It's kind of tied here, so it's got like bumps along the middle. Green along here. And then we have red checkers down here. Tanjiro's are green on his. And then the rest of her kimono has all these patterns and lines and things on them, so I'll draw them in. So we got like a dot here, and then a triangle here, and then we go a line to the dot, and then we go radial. So you could use a ruler for this if you wanted. Where's my ruler? You know, if you wanted to keep things super straight, you know, but you don't. If you're happy enough to freehand, you can. The one here. And that's pretty much it, right? We'll go over and do Demon Nezuko now. So her back is kind of to her back. And she's got like a shoulder over her face, right? So we'll draw the shoulder, and then this is all like long, real long hair with shadows and all stuff like that on it, right? So the shoulder is basically here, her shoulder. So it comes like down, right, like that, and she's like a hand here, right? And then this is like a hairline. And it comes down and in, right? And then, so the hair then goes in behind here. And this goes all the way up around the top of her head, right? So this is all hair. Just like her hairline here. Right, so all in here's hair. So we might as well, I'll draw some of it, just so we get a better idea. Right, and she has at the bottom of, she's got like that orange parts. You know, so it's orange down here and black sort of here, black or gray. Sort of orange here. The line there. Right, so that's all her hair. And it's not like hairy looking, it's because it's real long, sort of like kind of like dreads or something. Okay, so if this is her shoulder, I guess we started with the eyes on this character, but we'll actually start with her face on this, just to get it in the right sort of proportion, because this is her shoulder and her arm sort of will come down this way. So this is a full line for her sleeve, you know, and her sleeve will go up here like this. This is like a big curving line for her sleeve, and there's all full lines on her sleeve here as well. Okay, and maybe some full line there as well. And again, in Demon Slayer, the edge lines can be thicker. Right, so just to get everything in proportion and in the right place, I'll start with the side of her face. So it just comes out from her shoulder here. It's kind of like this. Right, so we go out, in, and we have a vein, sort of a bump here. And then we go up, in for the side of her head, up like so. And then we have our hairline, so we'll go all the way around, right? And then we have a piece of hair that comes down the side of her face there and goes up around and joins in here, and her ear will be in here somewhere, right? So that's basically the shape for her face, right? So this is what it's like if you start with the face, and then we did the eyes first on this one. So you get a flavor for how to do things both ways. So we do it all in this on this YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. I'm not good at doing that. Like, subscribe, share, smash like. You know, I'm not good at self-promotion. I don't like it. It feels gross. Anyway, eyes, right? So 2 eyes in here, right? So big eyes on this side. So we'll go up around to there. And then again, we gotta thicken it up. So we'll go back. Down to there. And again, she has like a big eyelash sticking off there, like really big. And then this is dark black on the inside. So her eye then, so her head is like tilted down, right? So, you know, we're really pointed down here now. So in her big eye, and we got like angles again. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, like so. And then she's got like a demon-like straight line for an eye, right? Can be a little bit thicker in the middle of it. Generally, that's it. And then her bottom eyelid line here, just a sort of a V, and then eyelashes sticking off. Like that. So she's growling real hard, so she's frowning really hard, so her eyebrow is like real tucked down here, and it comes up and real angled down like that. So real evil looking, they're real smooth. And then you just thicken up the front end like that. And then we add some like eyelid lines, you know, some wrinkles and things. She's got lots of veins on her face as well, but I'll probably do those last. So she's, you know, she's growling and frowning real heavy. So she's got like lots of these sort of frown lines on her forehead. So in the small eye, so it's real small, like over here. It's even smaller, I'd say. So it's real small curve line, goes right to the edge here, and then we'll bring it back around. Much smaller now, much smaller than the other eye. So it's 3/4 pose, so that means if you divide this up into thirds, you know, you would only see, this is like 1/3, 2, 3, right? So 3/4, you're missing 1/4 of the face. It's around the other side, okay? That's why it's called 3/4. So then we'll do her nose in. So it's like, because it's real bumpy and wrinkly and stuff. So you can see like a bump here, and her full nose is like drawn in this one. So it curves around, down, into there. And we'll just add a bit of a shadow maybe there, and a nostril, okay? And then her bottom eyelid comes out from here. And add some eyelashes. And her iris, so she's looking over to the right hand side, so it's tucked in right here close to the nose. So we go up, down, so real angled iris line, and then a straight line for the eye itself, and then like eyebrow again, smaller, much smaller now than the other one, and then this goes up like so. Her mouth, so just close to her nose, curve up and around like this. So she's like snarling real heavy, like comes down around here. Bring it up the side. It's like she's shouting. And then we've got her fangs, so like she's got like big fangs, right? Curves down. Like that. Then the bottom fangs, smaller, and her tongue. Like so. So as I said, on her face, loads of these veins, right? So you just add, they're like letter Ys. See what I mean? Kind of looks like a letter Y. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Another line there. And then comes up around like so. Another one here, one there. So another one here. Boom, boom. And right, so then we can see her hand coming up from here, it goes, so her hand is in front of her, the rest of her hair. So we'll do the hand first. So like her wrist comes out from her clothing here. She's real skinny arms, they're real small, but her claws are quite big, right? So hand comes out here, and then let's see, so we got like her little finger, so her pinky, so we go up, curve it that way, curves around, and then like real gnarly, so we got like real knuckly sort of lines. Hands are very tricky, so hit pause a lot, take your time. And then she's got like sharp nails there. Then the next finger, up, next segment curves over, next one curves over here. So your fingers have 3 segments in them, 1, 2, 3, right? So that's what you got to remember usually when you're drawing fingers. It depends on the character. Sometimes you don't see them, but usually you go 1, 2, 3. So each one will have 1. It's curved over, so these seem smaller, but there's 3 segments, 2, 3. And the fingernail, and then we go back. 1 segment, see? 2, 3. And then we'll go up here. One, 3. Then another sharp nail. And then we'll go back. 1, 2, 3. And some parts can be thicker lines if you want. And we go 1, 2, fingernail. Down there. Then we got like knuckle lines here. And her thumb. So her thumb, we've got like a couple more segments on a thumb. Like if you move your thumb around, there's like 1, 2, 3 joints, right, in your thumb. So we go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 changes of direction. And then her nail goes in behind there. And you can just see a little bit of her skin. Just coming back that way. And again, thicken up some of these if you look for that authentic Demon Slayer style drawing. Right, so we'll finish her head. So it comes out from her hand here, bumps around. This is her hair that goes down into the ribbon. So we've got like a ribbon here. Line that way. There's some lines for her hair going in towards the ribbon there. And then the other side of the ribbon here. And right, so that's more hair there, and another hairline going up that way. And then some more hair coming out around and joins here. And we'll just thicken up. And maybe add some just more hairlines going up into there. And we can see like some of her ear and her jaw sort of back here. So you can just see like an earlobe inside there with some bones and ligaments inside, and maybe a line just for her jaw going down that way. Maybe like the back of her neck. Right, and then some more hair just coming down here on this side of her head. Down there. And one coming out from the back of her arm. Like so. There. Back behind. And this should go in behind her head there. Is that it? Yeah, there's more. This is all hair in here, so you could add some texture lines there. But I think that is everything. That is how to draw Nezuko, demon, and normal. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.